Welcome to episode 157 of Genius Take the Wheel. I am the delayed version of Dr. Evil Genius. Welcome. Today's one of those days, y'all. I could feel that tension, that I could feel that the nervousness that comes from the day of a flight. As you guys know, flying is not my favorite activity in the world. Not at all. But anyway, a little bit about today's training. I think there's something stuck in might have to try to grab whatever that is that's messing with my windshield wiper. All right, so the autopsy for today. I was actually fearing today's training. I was responsible for 5 sets of 5 at 315 on the hack squat. And, given that the free bar squat, I've been struggling a lot at 245, even though I know I can do 315 on the hack, it's still very, very difficult to wrap my mind around. But I did not get the amount of sleep that I wanted to get, but I did get up. I think I hit the snooze button once, got up, went to work, hopped in the car, and went to the gym. I did not rush my way into the gym. I really wanted to get some calories in, almost 300 calories. So I just kind of sat in the car and ate a little bit and kind of rested, got my mind in order, then went into the gym. And today I had that hack squat 5 by 5 at 315. And today I could really truly say today was the first day in months where both of my legs felt good. Both of them felt healthy. Some of that might be attributed to the truncated training on Tuesday. But I identified a problem with my movement patterns in everyday life, which was causing me some left knee pain. And I addressed it, and things are working out okay. So after that, I hopped into the leg press and did 2 sets of 12 at 365. On Tuesday, I did 2 sets of 8 at 405, but I really wasn't feeling very good at all. And I'm glad that I erred on the side of caution there and kind of cut that short on Tuesday. Felt much, much better today. So I did the 2 sets of 12 at 365. And then I did a quick 3 sets of 5 at 170 on the leg curl, working on improving my my muscle activation and that mind muscle connection in my hamstrings. So I also kind of have to remember that my left hamstring is weaker than my right, but my right quad is weaker than my left. So I have to make sure that I'm sure of the which side is which when I go to focus on which side deserves a little bit more attention because it's not the same on both sides. So I have to say I'm pretty happy. I really wanted to get some leg extension in today, but I just didn't have the time. I mean, even right now, I'm a little bit behind where I'd like to be time-wise because of the UN General Assembly. That's fun, right? Um, so, uh, yeah, I'm pretty happy with my situation as far as how my legs are feeling. Obviously, I'm not happy with the size of my legs, but I have to be somewhat okay with it because I went several years without training legs at all. And I have very long legs. So I can't think that, 7 or 8 months of leg training and I'm going to have Mr. Olympia level legs. That's just not going to happen. So I have to be happy with the progress that I have been making size wise and be willing to go headlong into the pain and discomfort that is required to get the size gains that I'd like to get. So, like I said, today's leg training was a success. Um, right now, I'm headed to work again. After that, I'm going to eat and rest a bit. Then I will go and do my incline focus chest day. I am really looking forward to that. Then I am going to try to find a place that can make me look like a presentable human being. Then I am going to pack, which is pretty much just going to be workout and training gear and protein bars. I know a lot of my clients and my friends, which is really sad because I count a lot of my clients as friends because I don't really have any friends. um, they always kind of roast me for um, going to places that they think are interesting or places they think I should find interesting. Like you can go sightseeing. I was like, that's what the internet is for. Like, if I really wanted to know what Berlin looks like, I can go on YouTube or Google and I could find that out. But really, what I want to find out is what kind of machines does the Berlin Gold's Gym have in their facility, and how crowded will it be? How cool will the people be? And how much can I kind of ride the wave of excitement of being in a new place to get more gains? That's really what I care about today. Obviously, with the ladies, we'll go and do some things. I know that Mrs. Evil does a lot of itinerary related stuff. So basically, the way it works is she figures out stuff that she's interested in. She figures out stuff that uh, Joy Walking would be interested in. And then she tries to guess at what she thinks I'll be interested in. And things that we can all tolerate and be happy to do together. And yeah, that's how we approach stuff. So we'll be um, flying out, later on tonight. Uh, the transportation will be ordered an hour earlier than we anticipated because we're expecting that the UN General Assembly will not only cause problems for me right on this road that I'm driving on as we speak, but also cause problems when we try to get to the airport. So I'm about to find out right now um, if this traffic is going to threaten to make me late or not by how far back this line of cars will go. About to find out right now. I would really love it if you guys like moved your car. Okay, so there's a little bit of a wall, it looks like, of traffic on the other block on the other side. Maybe it's not going to be as bad today as it was last Tuesday. Um, it wasn't really that great the other day, this Tuesday, but I'm going to hold out some hope that uh, the fact that I'm not stuck in a 0.04 miles an hour line, a wall of traffic right at this point. I'm hoping that that means that things are going to go well going forward. I think I hear a helicopter about to take off. You know, I just watched Captain America Civil War again. And, you know, there's a scene where the Winter Soldier um, steals a helicopter after after he's activated again, and he steals a helicopter, and Captain America kind of grabs on and holds the helicopter onto the helipad with his Caucasian man biceps. That scene is always makes me laugh. In fact, Mrs. Evil probably pretty much at this point, whenever we watch that movie and that scene comes up, I think she knows I'm gonna say something. And then when I there's a certain face that I make when I notice some shit, and she'll already start laughing because she's like, "Oh my god." Dan Jensen's in the building, so is Mrs. Evil. How hope you guys have a good flight and Mrs. Evil will have a successful run. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you. Please, guys, please hit the like button. Thank you, Dan. We'll be very, very close to you, at least as geographically close to you as we've ever been. So thank you. And everybody hit the like button, please, because um, I don't have a really good reason. I just hope that you'll hit the like button. Anyway, so yeah, I have an incline focused chest day. I'm going to attempt 3x3 at either 235 or 245 um, on the incline chest press today. 235 would be easier to put the plates on. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll do some volume work with that. I might do some titty clappers on that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting a nice chest day. I'll hope to swell up my triceps a little bit. And then, turn my attention to making sure that we hit the proper timelines for the day on our way up to the airport. So I'm not the reason that we're late and everything goes bad. So, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the driving culture is out there in Germany. I've never driven internationally, and so I know that they drive on the same side of the street we do. So I do have some comfort in that. Um, Dan says same time zone. Yep. Um, I will be driving us around in a BMW, which is pretty much, a system that I am familiar enough with, and pretty much in between the two cars, size wise and height wise. Me being in this SUV or really low to the ground in the Z4, the 5 Series, I believe, will be like right in the middle of that. I am a person that likes to give people their space on the road. I will be um, really trying to focus on giving space. I know that we really wanted to make sure that there was a working GPS in the car, but I just remember that I also rely pretty heavily on a heads-up display, and I'm almost certain they won't have that in the vehicle. I'm not expecting there to be a heads-up display in the rental car. But man, it would be nice if there was, right? Um, but you know, I'm going to be driving alone some of the time, especially very early in the morning to go to the gym. Especially like Friday morning, I'm going to try to get up stupid early, and drive to the gym, and then drive back, and then we could figure out, what they want to do on Friday. I mean, pretty much, we're going to fly out tonight on Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm a little confused. So we fly out on Thursday night, and we arrive on Friday afternoon. That's what it is. But then Saturday, I intend to get up really early, pack, some protein and some water or whatever, head off to the gym early, and then try to get back, for whatever they want to do. I think there's some sort of expo thing that Mrs. Evil has to do or whatever. Um, and all that stuff. Jay Knightson says, just be careful, bro. As always, love you too. All right, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, we gotta travel safe. Gotta make smart decisions. My head is gonna be on a swivel. Definitely, head will be on a swivel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, turn signal guy. Turn signal. They just throw their nose like right. No turn signal. Let's just start an accident today. How many hours would a flight take? Yeah, Mrs. Evil got you on that. Yeah, Jay Knight, man. Yeah, you caught me on a day where like my head is basically like really spaced out. Like I think I had some idea of like what I wanted to do for this live stream, but the nervousness is getting to me. I really do not like flying. One of my clients has flown in this airline before and said that it is a budget airline, but it's supposed to be pretty good and very safe and all of that. I'm hoping that that will ring true and remain true. But I just don't like flying. Um, but once the plane lands and taxis, and I start worrying about where I have to go to try to pick up the rental car, um, you know, Um, all right, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get screwed by the traffic. So, Mrs. Evil, you probably head to the meeting spot in like 5 minutes or so, if you're not already there. But it looks like I'm not going to get screwed today. So, that I used to co-host this show on Act.tv's Black Power Magic Hour. And I used to co-host the show with my friend Messiah Rhodes. And one of the things that we really tried to do, especially when it came to election day, is that we're New Yorkers. We've been in New York a long time. And when the mayoral election was coming around, Messiah, he was very clear on some of the issues with the, with Eric Adams, who was running for mayor, and he he had the receipts of him, like, just video evidence of him just snitching on people, and he did this PSA about like evading your kid's privacy, and was just like, I hope that's a campfire and not a real fire. I hope that's not a real fire, because that would be bad. A homeless person set up a tent, and I know I saw flames inside the tent. I hope that's a controlled fire. Good God. Uh, and basically, he did this whole video where he planted like drugs and guns and ammunition in his kid's bedroom. And we really took him to task for it. We really did not trust Eric Adams at all. We had the Asian guy that I think tried to run for president. I forgot his name. I just remember that he wanted to do the UBI thing here in New York. And I think it was, basically offering like supplemental income of like $1,000 per month, which, landlords would have been like, oh, let's jack up our rents $1,000 a month. They can afford it. It's people fucking struggling. Um, but he wanted to do the UBI thing. And that's all I really remember. And obviously, my co-host, he did not want him in to be the mayor either. But we all agreed that Eric Adams was not the type of guy that we, wanted to be leading the city. And now he's been indicted on federal charges. It's a sealed indictment, so we don't know what the charges are yet. But pretty much everybody in his circle um, has resigned and or been indicted. It's really, really crazy to see that this might be the most obviously corrupt um, New York City government of all time. Um, it's actually quite comical. And I saw his quote online about, obviously he's going to proclaim innocence like every criminal does. Try that one on for size, Eric. Isn't that what you say about all the other defendants all the time, huh? Isn't that what a criminal would say who's guilty? Oh, not guilty. I didn't do this. The way that Eric Adams claimed innocence, he sounded very guilty to me. Now, I have to admit, I am very biased. Um, I I don't like him, so I'm very comfortable with um, uh, assuming his guilt. But also because I'm not a juror. Hey, I see those legs moving. Hey, I'm getting a preview of Sunday right now, y'all. Come on, little legs. Look at these little legs. Come on, you can make it. Look at her go! Look at her go! Well, I had to roast you first. I don't know if you saw me just now, but
I was holding my phone in my hand.
yeah.
I was like, "This is my shakeout run."
Well, there she goes. There she blows. Well, nah, that's not actually true. Not right now. It's been a long time since Jay Knightson has been around. It's been a long time. But you see somebody that you used to know, and then you get the notification that YouTube finally feels like giving to you, and you're like, oh shit, I remember that guy. It happens to me all the time. I don't take offense to it. I'm just glad that the people that come through, but I also hope that they hit the like button, because as I previously stated, I don't have like a really great reason for you to hit the like button, but I just would think that that would be awesome if you did. I would be grateful even for a gentle tap, not a titty slap like Thunder would say, but a gentle slap. I hope. Well, I'm not Deadpool. I'm not Deadpool. Okay. I'm not going to ravage the midsection of the like button. Oh man. So anyway, yeah, I really, you guys. But yeah, today is definitely a very nervous day for me. But I'm trying to. Yeah, traffic not bad today. Not bad today. I'm not even. Dan Jensen's got a comment. If you want to take a look at that. Yeah,
He says, if you don't tap that like button, we will send JL after you. And he will talk your ear off about.
Oh, I was going to say he'll give you bad MMA takes that you have to sit there and listen to.
And talk about
and if he super chats, if he super chats, you'll be forced to repeat the stupid shit he says. Love you, JL. Love you, brother. Yeah. So, wow, look at the traffic on this block, though. Good God, going in the opposite direction. I'm not going in this direction. Oh, God. If I had that top color on the inside, I think I would rock with that.
I see people making right-hand turns.
Oh, there's a left-hand turn right there. Well, I mean, I'm much earlier than I need to be, so I'm not really. I like that side. Is that a meerkat or something?
It looks like one.
New driver, nervous AF. Yeah, that's how I was gonna be in Berlin tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
Um,
But you won't be the first new driver in Berlin.
well,
People will be patient, or they'll need to be patient.
they'll
Just,
need to be.
just
Hey,
follow the rules.
see, I really want to say a really messed up
No,
Germany related joke.
you will say all the jokes when you're off the stream in the car only with me or at home, and you get it out of your system.
All I want to say is that
You don't need a
I will,
locked up abroad situation.
all I'm going to say is if somebody tells me that, you know, it, I'm going to a room where there's a shower, I'm not going to believe them.
Oh, there's someone double parked down there. They were waiting for this guy to park. Big ass truck down
Well, I
there.
might
Oh, I see
believe
him. He's
them. All right, so I might believe them the first time because I believed it the first time.
okay.
It's actually a shower the first time.
Dan goes, meerkat. That's a rat. And then he goes, 999. Don't let them gas you up.
Don't let them gas your head up.
Oh, man.
Oh man. Do you think that they'll be playing Schindler's List
Oh,
2?
God.
Schindler's List 2.
They might.
Schindler's
I
pissed.
can see them playing that. That'll be on the hotel TV.
Oh man. Are we gonna do the VPN thing again?
Um, I don't know because I still don't know.
Might not touch.
Yeah, there's a Fight Pass, UFC Fight Pass, and then some of the programming is on local network.
No,
But I don't know if we have access to local network while we're there.
but I also need access to other things that are United States based.
Like what?
Like the Mets are fighting for their playoff lives this weekend.
No, I had not signed up to any VPN. Dan goes, Germans are very sensitive about the war. Yep, that's what I've heard as well. They do not tolerate
Wait, are they sensitive about the war they started?
the current generation.
I know. I'm trying not to be an asshole, but it's so
He
difficult.
goes, but they are good drivers.
Okay. All I know is that I will be checking to make sure that water comes out of the faucet.
Hmm. Well, if I do pick a VPN, I'm not going to pick the same guys I did
No,
last time.
no. Or use a different email. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. We got to choose a different one.
Yeah, because the issue with that was when we tried to use it on Thing 2's laptop, it was giving us issues. But if we put it on her laptop,
Also, when you tried to cancel it, they were like,
yeah. But for streaming purposes, we should probably test it on her laptop in advance. I'll do that on Friday.
"Oh,
When we're happy.
so did I tell you the 3 movies that I downloaded for the plane?"
All of the John Wick films
No, I already have that. I purchased
and
those,
all of the Deadpools that you already own.
but
What
you
else?
already know about those. So I have Logan,
Uh-huh.
Infinity War, and Endgame.
Are we up to Infinity War? Is that the one we're up to?
Uh,
On the timeline? We did finish
no, we just did
Captain
Civil
America
War.
Civil War.
Yeah,
What comes after Civil War?
probably close to Infinity War once you get to Civil War. Yeah, you're getting close, but I have that for the plane trip. Obviously, we're gonna be. Maybe I might watch Logan. I really wanted to see Logan again. Um, Going there because it's only a couple of hours, and I'm hoping that I'll be doing more sleeping than not. Hopefully.
Same. I just downloaded Inside Out 1 and 2 because they put part 2 finally on
Oh, finally! That we just saw that in the theater not that long ago.
well, long enough ago at least. These days.
I
Usually
really
everything's
did
on
not
streaming.
hate that movie.
I did think 1 was better, but I do think they did a good job on the sequel. When it comes to Disney, Pixar, those animated films, their part 2s are usually hit or miss. Part 1s usually are great, and then they do a part 2, and it's like y'all got different animators, different writers, different everything. Why'd you fuck it up?
Voice actors,
Voice
actresses.
actors. Toy Story is like one of the few success,
Quentin Tarantino said after the third movie, so I don't care how good or bad the fourth movie is. I'm not gonna watch.
Toy Story?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, no,
He was like,
it was good.
it was
I
a
thought
perfect ending. That's it.
it was. And then when they had the part 4, I do think they could have stopped at 3. But then the storyline that they created for part 4, I thought made sense.
Okay.
Wasn't necessary.
Isn't that when they
but
tried to make the toys have sexualities and stuff like that?
no, that's that you're talking about the Buzz Lightyear film, but the Buzz Lightyear film
Oh,
is
okay.
actually based on the character of the toy. So they're humans. It's not toys having sexuality. It's actual people.
I don't get it.
So Buzz Lightyear, the toy.
Okay.
That is the space guy, the spaceman.
Okay.
Whatever. The movie Buzz Lightyear is based on whatever character they used, or this pretend character they used to create the Buzz Lightyear action figure. So in Toy Story lands, say if we have like Barbie, I'm just going to use Barbie this for an example. If there was a person who was actually behind Barbie, or who was the influence for Barbie, it would be the movie about her, the actual person. They did that for Toy Story.
So there was an astronaut who liked digging a butt?
No, he was straight. His second in command was a lesbian.
So why does Buzz Lightyear have to have a sexuality?
No, but it wasn't about Buzz Lightyear having a sexuality. He was just Buzz Lightyear. The only person who had a sexuality was his partner, his second in command, his coworker, co-astronaut, and she was lesbian.
Oh,
But it
because
wasn't about him having a sexuality at all.
I thought they were trying to push that Buzz Lightyear is homosexual or
I know,
something
I
in that
remember you
movie.
saying that, and then I watched the movie, and I was like, but that wasn't the movie. So whatever you read,
Oh,
you gotta be careful when you read these headlines.
yeah. I just wish that they would just leave that shit out of there altogether. They're fucking toys. Let them be toys.
No, but the movie wasn't. They weren't toys in the film. That's the thing. They were about the people who the toys were.
Okay, I think I'm
influenced by.
understanding what you're saying better now.
Dan just said, "Yep." When we were talking about
Mm,
the other topic.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope I get a lot of sleeping when I'm on the plane, as much as I can comfortably get.
Yeah, that would be good. I'd be happy to get that. Um, I think that the very moment, like I feel any kind of like drowsiness, I'm just gonna try to take advantage of it. But whoever thought it was a good idea to force people to sit up and try to sleep 30,000 feet in the air for 8 hours, there are some evil mofos. Evil.
On the way back, the seats do recline, but they're not full lie-back seats.
I mean,
They're not 180.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, we're not gonna get what we got with JetBlue.
They are supposed to be more comfortable.
Yeah. I was here. My client who flew that before.
Dan goes, "Come on, hit that like button or hit dot dot dot."
I appreciate you, Dan. Uh, I was told that the seats are comfortable and that the flight felt safe. So
The reviews that I've watched.
how about the airline?
Because we watched a bunch of videos on the airline when we were prepping for London. We were already familiar with it before we even left for London. It was a consideration for London, but we lucked out with those JetBlue prices.
Right.
Um, but even though it is an economy flight, a budget airline, that the seats were meant to be as comfortable as possible for a budget airline, and not
The
you're sitting
caveat is
on
killing me.
uh, that you're not sitting on. Basically, the seats in economy on this airline are supposed to be more comfortable
Not
than the
sitting on a
seats.
milk crate or a cinder block.
Yeah, than the seats in economy on a more expensive airline. They're actually cushiony seats.
Okay.
So some airlines do like all business class. This, yes, is all economy class. There is no business class, but they're a comfortable economy.
Okay.
So they're like, we know you're gonna pay.
Because the thing is, it was a lot of money for tickets.
Right, but the way they do their pricing is you can save a lot of money by getting the absolute basics in everything. Then the price starts to go up as you start adding on certain options that would normally be included in the price in other airlines. Like choosing your own seat, I had to pay extra for that. Some other things. So if you do nickel and dime you like that, I could have gotten it cheaper, but I'm not going to have them choose which seats I sit in. If I were flying alone, I would have
Then,
saved money.
right.
We're also flying during a very expensive time. The only way to truly save money in the time that we're traveling would be to book it like a year in advance. And we're newbies who are learning, and
Right.
I don't want to book it that far in advance. Actually, we were still planning for London anyway, so
Right.
if you were traveling at any other time, it would be way less expensive. But the Berlin Marathon, that jacks up the price of everything.
Right. Especially when everybody finds out if they got accepted at the same time.
I mean, the size of the running pool is the same as New York City Marathon. It's huge.
Yeah. So I imagine there might be some difficulties driving on Saturday, but hopefully not on Monday.
Saturday, yeah. There is a race going on which won't take as long as the regular marathon, but they have inline skaters who are going to do the course. But I mean, they're skaters; it's going to go like really fast. And there's probably going to be some street closures already in preparation for the next day. Doggy does not want to budge. Should just pick up the dog. Just carry it.
And you get bit.
Now it's literally.
And then you got to play that game. I think. Yep. Just gonna leave that one alone. Especially the country we're going to that specializes. Well, that's just gonna shut up.
Get it all out your system now. Get it out.
Oh, there's a peck bump for you guys. There you go.
I didn't notice them during the stream. I was like, whoa, that's a peck there.
You're poking peck.
Poking pecks.
I really hope that the way that I felt today carries on, because so today I skipped 185 and 275 on warm-up sets. I just went 135, 225, 315. And I just made the quads work, and felt, I mean, obviously in the moment, it's not the most comfortable thing to be doing in the world, but all things considered, felt pretty good. And I don't really feel taxed like I normally do on leg days, mainly because I felt the need to leave the gym early because I didn't want to get burned by, the issues with the traffic because of the UN General Assembly. Um, so, um, it was really funny. Um, when Joy Walken was with me, I think we were on this block, and this dude just called out to me when I was in a blue car. He was like, "The license plate. Are you a fan?" I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Coheed and Cambria." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I said, "My other car, the license is Coheed." He was like, "Yeah, he used to work for them when he worked at Equal Vision Records." I was like, "Oh," and then I felt stupid because I'm like, "Damn, I could have just gotten a business card from him or given him a business card." That was a lost opportunity there, but that was pretty fun.
It's so rare for people to recognize the license plate, and when they do, we're like, well, yeah.
Yep.
Definitely is.
So yeah, it's cool beans.
I saw a girl with a Coheed shirt when I was running one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to yell out and be like, Coheed! But I was out of breath, so it's more like,
Oh,
Coheed! I sound like a sick person.
you are a sick person.
I'm a sick person. It was louder in my head, louder and more enthusiastic in my head. But what actually came out sounded like a person who was struggling for their life. So she didn't hear me at first, and then I pointed to her shirt. She was like, "Oh yeah!"
This
really
this
excited.
always kills me. This right here.
Yeah.
Latinos for Trump. He don't like you. That is so funny to me. He's very, very clear that he thinks that you're all ARPists and you know, deletists. You know? Latinos for Trump. That is the funniest thing ever. That would be like niggas for the Aryan Brotherhood. They don't like you. Stop it. You look dumb. Oh man, not saying that the Democrats are any better, but that is just stark. Like, come on, yo. Like, you guys can't be that dense. But hey, if we kiss up to him, maybe he'll like us. That never works. Ever. It doesn't work. I was just hearing some guy say, basically talking about simping. And, a lot of women don't want to hear the whole no simping thing because women benefit from simps, right? And they benefit because they don't really have to do anything to get everything, which, everybody's trying to get that. Google's trying to get that. Apple's trying to get that. Everybody wants everything for nothing. And, women are no different. And that doesn't make them bad people. It just makes them not, great people to be around if you're a man and you're, wanting to be treated fairly in your daily interactions with people. So, being treated like, something other than a wallet is important to you, then
There's a spot in the very, very front.
I think there's a small vehicle there. There's a small vehicle up there, I think. Let's see if I can get in here. That is.
Oscar is here. Hi, Oscar. Sorry, just seeing your comment now.
Oh, shit. Didn't take a great angle there. Wait a minute. Could I still get in?
I'm just going to hit the curve in a second.
God damn it. I don't feel like fighting with this. I'll come around again because there are some other better parking spots back there. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, because I saw it when we were coming around.
Oh, I thought that there was a small vehicle in front of this one. Oh, we're doing good. We're living good. I'm trying to get out of your way. Thirsty ass people. And they want to jump in the middle of the street, right? They want to jump like right in the middle of the street and then walk slow. And you know I've been like really irritated with that lately. So, cool. That means if and when you need to get out of the car, you can just switch it over. Oscar! Yeah, but they will not get real men. See, the thing is, Dan, the thing is about that is that, you know, the the type of woman that hates it when men school other men, that type of woman does not love or respect men to begin with. So she thinks she can do everything on her own. She thinks she's a boss babe. She thinks that she's strong and independent. But she relies on the simp working really hard so that she can benefit from his resources. Now, she'll tell herself that she did it all on her own, all while um, having, leached off of this simp guy. But in her mind, she's independent and don't need no man. And she doesn't respect men to begin with. So she's not looking for a real man. She doesn't. In fact, she goes out of her way to avoid real men because real men hold the women in their lives accountable, and they're not looking for that. So you might be able to say, well, yeah, you got a simp, but you're not getting a real man. Yeah, they're going to cheer for that. Oh, I don't want a real man. We don't want real men. But when they get in trouble, there's an emergency. If there is a natural disaster, if there is a violent criminal action either happening to them or there is a threat of one, then they want the real men to step up, but really only for their own benefit. And then they go back to having no respect for the people that they rely very heavily on. So, yeah, um, you can't use that. Oh, but they're not worried about that until they're worried about it. Um,
I was thinking about it. I'm gonna add refueling service to the car.
what is that?
You have so when you do a rental, you have to fill the tank,
Right.
or you can pay a fee and just return it and have them fill the tank.
How much is the fee?
Unless you wanna fuel it.
Especially like if we're like in a timing kind of issue, you know, that might be useful to just pay them for the gas up front, unless they tack on $3 or $4 extra per gallon on top of that. Then that might not be because I think they pay by the liter,
I think it's a flat fee, but let me
which
just.
would really suck if we go back and we give them a bunch of gas
Yeah,
back.
I mean, I was thinking about it because just one less thing
Worry about.
to worry about,
Yeah.
especially in a foreign country. if it's an American car, I've rented cars before and I filled it up.
Yeah.
It was fine. Refueling services, 21 euros for rental, so they don't do it by the gallon. It's a flat fee.
It's not that much either.
It's not that much.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were asking people in the chat, so I guess we'll ask the people who are in the chat today. The UN General Assembly is here in New York. It's happening right now. How many of the delegation, the delegates, do you believe have been to a Diddy party? Anybody? You can put in the comment section. Because all the world's politicians and dignitaries and all of that. How many of them? How many of them do you think have been to a Diddy party?
Before you exit the vehicle, I'm gonna check and see two pillows right there.
I know my neck pillow is attached to my bag, my
Yeah,
backpack.
I'm looking for her neck pillow because we may have brought it into the car for her.
I thought there was one in the living room
Yeah,
that was floating around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we found that one. We're missing one.
All right. I guess check it out. Nope, it's not in the seat. So, Dan, P. Diddy was indicted for some parties that he threw where people got drugged without their knowledge, allegedly. People were forced to do things with people that they didn't want to do, allegedly. People were assaulted in different ways, allegedly. And him being
Not this one. That's in the apartment, but I'm gonna bring it upstairs anyway.
him being the rich and powerful music mogul that he is. You go to Diddy's house and you're there with the rich and famous. Remember that old show, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
I know there's a song.
Oh, it was a very popular TV show in the 80s and 90s. Lifestyles. Maybe I think it might have started that show in the 1970s. It was like the original MTV Cribs.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that there are several. I believe that there's a non-zero number of world politicians, world leaders that have been to a Diddy party. So I was thinking, how many of them do you think have been to a Diddy party? Dan Jensen says, I don't know how many of them, but most of them are in some kind of shit. Yeah, I really do believe that some Diddy party activity with, spoken about, whispered about, like, hey, don't tell anybody, but I took one of those bottles of baby oil. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go to work. Much love to all of y'alls. Thank you so much for supporting what I do here on this platform. There's a new video out on TSP. Definitely check it out. Definitely want your opinions there. Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. The next time you guys will see me streaming will be in another country. So This is episode 157 of Genius Take the Wheel. And I am going to get up out of here.
See ya.
Oh, and Dan Jensen says, be safe out there in the real world. All right.